Hi, this is Mimi from Mimi's Paper Crafting. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, we are continuing our series Flip, Fold, and Create. And yes, I skipped September because of September Build-A-Journal. So now we're back in it. And today is going to be column cards. I'm calling them column cards. One of them is a pinwheel. There's other ones involved, but I'm counting the pinwheel tower card as a column card. So let's get started. Let's just grab out a few pieces of this yellow, which always screws with my camera, but I don't use this yellow for anything else, so that's why I grabbed it for this project. All right, and we need a piece that is 5 by 7. Okay, and of course I have all my stuff on my phone, because I do a lot of stuff on my phone at, when I'm upstairs, not when I'm down in my craft room, and my phone constantly turns off. So 5 by 7, and then we need 3 pieces of 3.5 by 5. Let's see how many we can get out of here. One. In this project, this card here, too, you will need I don't want to cut into such a big piece. That's not going to work. Too small. You're going to need a 5 by 7 card base for this one. Okay. Nope, don't. I should really write all this stuff down instead of using my phone. Wouldn't have mattered anyway. I would have forgotten my notebook I used, so it doesn't really matter, does it? Okay. All right, now we need a scoreboard. And we're going to take this 5 by 7 piece, and on the 7-inch side, we are going to score at a 1/2 inch, 1.5, 2.5, and 3.5. It's very easy to remember: 1/2, 1.5, 2.5, 3.5. Okay. So, where is a pen? I just had one. It's right here in front of me. So, 1/2, 1.5, 2.5, and 3.5. And this is a 5 by 7. And then these are 3.5 by 5. Okay, that's what we have here. And now we just fold, you guys. We fold, but I'm going to go this way so we can see our measurements. And you're going to want to crease your score lines very well. Burnish those score lines. Okay. And I don't feel like waiting, so we're going to use double-sided tape. I don't feel like waiting for things to dry. Okay. And all we're doing is taking that off, and we are making... We're going to fold it the way it needs to be folded. Come on, cooperate. See that? And I'm just going to take. There we go. So now we have that. All right, so we already have a wing on. Now we need to add the rest of our wings, which just get added like this. Okay. This one I can do some tape. I'm just going to put a piece of tape in the middle since it's just our example. Oh, and I forgot to turn the fan on, and it is hot in here. It is the end of September, you guys. I've waited so long to actually do my videos this month, and I don't know why. Usually I'm done by the beginning of the month with my videos for the next month. But it's been so warm out again. It's really freaking annoying. Okay, so you see what we're doing here? We're just building some wings. It's been so warm, and that makes my basement super warm. I'm only putting like a strip in the middle here because I don't. This is just an example card. I'm not making it. If I was making this card for something, it definitely wouldn't look like this. Speaking of making, I have to... I don't know where I was going with that. I got distracted. Easily distracted. Okay. Oh, I put it on wrong. Ay, ay, ay. I knew it. It's like, that doesn't look right. That does not look right. We go this way. Okay, so that way. See, that way. All right, and last one. So now this one, if you wanted, you could make this in so many different ways. You could make with so many more wings than 4, but here you go. And then it just folds flat to go in a 5x7 envelope. So what I'm going to do is on this piece right here, we're going to write that this is a pinwheel tower card. Not a CAD, card. Jeez Louise. 5x7 envelope. And we're going to score at half, 1.5, 2.5, 3.5 on 5x7 piece. Okay, and then I'm just going to put it on this one. So this line like this. This is 3.5 by 5, and card mats would be, I have it written down. That's not a pen. You would need 4, and it would have to be 3.25 by 4.75 by 4.75. Okay, so that's that one, and then it sits like so. So that's what happens. You pull it out and you go whoop, 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 whoop. But what I was saying was, if you would make more scores, you could actually make a bigger pinwheel and have more little wings coming off of it, is what I was saying. I've seen ones with 6, 5, 6 of them also on top of the 4, but the 4 is the most basic of them all. So that's card number 1 done. Okay, I plugged in the fan. So warm. The next one is just a tower, okay? A column, a tower, whatever you want to call it. But we need a piece that is going to be 5.5, 4.25, geez Louise, 4.25 inches high, okay? Yeah. And then we need our scoreboard. And we are going to score at, I just had the measurements written. Okay, hold on. Okay, I thought so. I need to cut a half an inch off of this. So it needs to be 4 1/4 by 10 1/2. I'm just going to use this trimmer here and pull it down to 10 1/2. Okay. All right, so your piece needs to be 4 1/4 by 10 1/2, and we're going to score on the 10 1/2 inch side, if I can find my stylus. And we need to score on the 10 1/2 inch side at 2 1/2, 5, 7 1/2, and 10. Okay, let's do it once more. 2 1/2, 5, 7 1/2, and 10. Okay, now you can make this any size you want. I'm making it this size because I can. So, because I can, everybody. Where's my scissors? Okay. And we're going to take the tape so we don't have to wait for things to dry. All right, so now we have a tower. Look at that. And then you can put your decorative paper, you can sit it like this, like on a, and then put something, glue something right here, so when you open it, it pops out and it's 3D. Let's see, do I have something to show you what I mean? Probably not. Okay, this is not obviously what I would use, but I have a balloon cut in there. Glue it right here, so then when you open it, it pops like that. You can't see it. Like this. See what I mean? Or you could just do it on each side. You could put something anywhere you want. So this is a tower card. Or column card, we'll call it column card, and it is 4 1/4 by 10 1/2, scored at 2 1/2, 5, 7 1/2, 10, and then the mats would be 2 1/4 by 4 3/4. I believe, if my math is correct. No, I'm an idiot. 4. Oh yeah, that's why I double checked. 4. I forgot I cut it 4 1/4, so 4. And then, yep, 2 1/4. Yep, 2 1/4 by 4. Don't mind my idiocy. And then it just folds flat to go into a card. And that's it. So you can mat each one, do whatever you want to it. All right, let me find the next one. Okay, I pulled out this because I don't feel like switching out trimmers again. So we need another piece, and this is for a tower card. I don't know what to call it. But we need a piece that is 5 1/2. Okay, by 9. So 5 1/2 by 9. Okay, so a piece that is 5.5 by 9, and we're going to score at a 1/2 inch, and we're going to score 1.5 inches away. So that would be 2 inches. So 1/2 inch, 2 inch, 3.5 inch, and then 4 5-inch. Okay, so 1/2 inch, 2 inch, 3.5 inch, 5-inch is what we're scoring at. Okay, and now, like always, we are going to try to very much burnish. We want them nice and crisp, all of our score lines. So it'll look like this, okay? So I'm going to put tape on this piece right here. Where'd it go? Here. It got buried under paper. We're going to put tape down. And then this gets folded in. And what we want to do is kind of fold it in half like that, so we can get it nice and a tower. See, it's a tower. And then you have this part and all of these parts. So now this is 2.5 by 5.5. So we need a mat for this one that is 2.25 by 5.25. And then we need 3 mats for these that are 1.25. Yep, 1.25 by 5.25. So 3 mats. 1.25 by 5.25. So you would cover this one, this one, this one, because it stands up like this. So this is, I don't know what to call this card. I don't know. If you have an idea what to call this card, you let me know down below. So it starts with a 5.5 by 9 cardstock. Score at 1/2 to 3.5 and 5. Okay, so that's this one. And then you can fold it this way to fit in a card. Okay, and I believe I have one more. Let me check. Okay, now we need a piece that is 8.25 by 5.5. So we need to get rid of 1/4 inch of this length. So we cut it like a normal A2 and then get rid of 1/4 inch. Okay. And now finally some easy scores, you guys. You ready? Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. We also need another piece that is, let's see, is this going to be big enough? Yes. So we need a piece that is 4 by 4.5. Okay, so this is 4 by 4.5. And we need to score at 1/2 inch and 1.5 inch. Okay, so that's what we need for there. All right, let me put this away. this is our last card for this one. So let's burnish our score marks. Excuse me, sir. Okay. Burnish our score marks, and then I need to put tape here, and we're going to fold it like we always do. This is a bigger piece, so I think I'm just, even though it's just for a template, let's put 2 pieces down. Come on, why will this one not come up? Jeez Louise. And then we're just going to fold it so it lines up nice. And then let's make sure to burnish these so it'll sit nicely in a card. So it looks like that. And then this piece, goes like that, and what you do is you want it to glue it there, and then you want to make sure, like, you want to glue it down like this. You see what I mean? So let's do that. I'm going to put a piece of tape here and a piece of tape here. Okay. All right, and then what you want to do is find where you want it. I kind of want it like that, I guess. And then you put that down. Okay, and then when you open it, it opens and it looks like that. And then when you fold it, I think you can fold it either way. Okay, so you can fold it this way, but I think if you fold it this way, it would fit in an envelope. All right, so this is a column card. Can I forget the R another time in the word card? Jeez Louise. So it's 8 1/4 by 5 1/2 and scored at 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then this is 4 by 4 1/2, scored at 1 1/2 and 1 1/2. The mat would be for this 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. Okay, and you would need a mat for this, which would be 3 by 5 1/4. And then you would need 3 mats, so 3/4, . by 5 1/4. So you'll put it matte, matte, matte. Okay, there we go. There we go, you guys. So that is 4 tower cards. Once again, you could make this one, if you would want the tower to be smaller, the same size as this one, and make it smaller. I just feel like sometimes you want a bigger one. You want more of a statement. Because for this, you could then glue like this here, and then it pops out. A nice big thing to pop out right there. Okay, so there's this one, just a big column, and this could also be made any size you want, as long as it fits into a card base, and a pinwheel. So every one of these has a column. Column. All right, these ones are fun and interesting, these ones. So there you go. 4 column, tower, whatever you want to call them, cards. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I will see you guys in the next crafty video. Have a great rest of your day.